Welcome to the Gianni Battici Show. Hope you guys are well. It's Friday night. We don't often stream on a Friday night, but we're going live now because I know you guys will have some questions ahead of the deadline. And that's what these streams are going to be about. Close to the deadline, they're answering your questions. So big questions of the week. It might be around transfers. It might be around chip strategy. It might be around captaincy. I still think there's a debate to be had this week, although you can see on screen where I'm looking to go. But shout out to everyone in the chat. I can see CH is with us. Good to see Jamie and Danny and RTJ. Alex and Kev's with us as well. How you doing, Kev? What are your plans this game week, mate? Thank you, Alex. Stay with us because I'm just going to tweet. Hang on. I've got to do the old, I'm online if anyone wants to come and join post. I've already written it. There we go. Just need to click a button. So how are we setting up? You might look at my team and think, okay, this team needs Mo Salah. This team needs Watkins. Spoiler alert, I am wildcarding next week. And that's the direction I'm going in, as you probably would have guessed. I was faced with the dilemma of wildcard game week 10 and commit to that and therefore have a 1 week punt now, or hold fire until later on around 18, 19. I've decided to go a game week 10. Price rises, Salah, Watkins, cash. I want them all in. Needed too much surgery elsewhere. Brandon's with us as well. How was the show earlier? Yeah, I was on the fantasy show. That it's used to be called the FPL show. Now it's the fantasy show. Yeah, mate, it was good. It was great. If you do fancy watching it, it's on the FPL app in the video section. It was nice. We had Pranil on as a guest. We had FPL Family on as a guest, and yeah, it was good to be in the studio with Kelly. Good to see Kev. You'll notice I'm bringing up some emojis on screen. Brandon and Kev are both in my WhatsApp groups. They would have seen I sent them a video earlier from the FPL show. If you want to be a WhatsApp member, you can. You've just got to join the Ultras tier. You can become a channel member. You can be a squad member or an Ultras member, whenever you fancy. So do check it out. You can click the word join below the video. Let's go back to my team, shall we? And start looking at your questions. Here we go. Masonda straight in with a question. I have an Alvarez dilemma. Should I bring in Watkins? You're going to need Watkins anyway. So yeah, probably just do it. You might want to wait a week. I think Alvarez will start. But if you want to wait, if you want to go Alvarez to Watkins next week, that works. But for me, Watkins is someone you're going to have in your team long term. So do it now. Hey, Matty, hope you're well. Matty, good to see you. I've made the chat subscribers only. I love that. Danesh is with us. Brandon, are we considering Matoma to Gordon? No, I'm not, mate. I don't think I am. Although now you say it. I don't mind the new car. I think it's about Palace defence. I quite rate them. I quite rate Palace defence. In a minute, we'll look at the fixtures and we'll go through them one by one and do some predictions. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Oh, good to see CH and RTJ chatting. Going Haaland Captain too. We'll do a captaincy poll, shall we, guys? Let's do that now in the question box. So, game week 9 captain. Do we go Haaland? Do we go Salah? Or do we go Son? Some own all three. If I owned all three, I'd still be going for my guy. But let's have a look. Get voting. Lyle Foster is a differential for 1 week. I don't know, dude. I just don't know if I'm trusting Burnley to score at Brentford. I'm in a I'm in a Premier Inn right next to the Brentford Stadium, by the way. So maybe I should go loyal. Botman, Simas, roll the other transfer. Yeah, I'd like that. Guys, I think Simas is going to get loads of minutes. Isak hasn't trained, but it wouldn't surprise me with Eddie Howe. We never know. Eddie Howe's one of those managers you never fully trust in a press conference. Brandon asks about Haaland. Or says Haaland all the way. Shepherd's going Son. Look, on paper, you could argue Son's got the best fixture. The problem is the 90 minutes, isn't it? Son, in the last 5 games, hasn't had 90. 75, 78, 76. Who do you bench? Here we go, CH. Thank you for asking a question. CH is one of our mods. Cash, Akanji. Ooh, there's a chance Akanji doesn't play anyway, right? Especially with Stones potentially back in the mix. So I would probably, out of those guys, I'd bench Saliba, but just know he could come in for a Kanji anyway. Trips is a great shout this week, CH. Trips is captainable this week. Do you think that Matoma will go down in price by tomorrow? Let me have a look and get back to you as I'm checking our FPL stats as we speak. Matoma, yes, he is forecast to drop. But if you bought him at 6.5, it won't make a difference. Like, I'm not going to lose any money there. I paid what, 6.5. He's now 6.6. I'd sell for 6.5 tonight. I'd probably go in Watkins. Yeah. I'm trusting Trippier for captaincy this week. Yeah, nice differential shout. Pete says, bench one, Dallo, Udogie, Simas, or Cash. Probably Cash. No, Simas. That's a tough one. What's the word on Botman? Eddie Howe's being Eddie Howe. He's coy. I personally think he could start. Nice. Yeah. I think that's the right move for you, Matty. Guys, thank you much for all your chats so far. How many of you are watching? Let's have a look. 64 of you watching. Only 11 of you have hit the like button. So do hit the like button, guys. Let's do some... Oh, okay. 81% of you captain Haaland. I thought it'd be more split than that. I like it. That's where I'm going. The positive of Haaland is the fixture is good, but not amazing. But it's home advantage. And whilst Brighton are good, defensively they're poor. So the fixture is actually really good, right? And you're getting 90 minutes. And Haaland's been getting 90. Salah, you get a good fixture, but I think Everton are better than we give them credit for. And we know Liverpool struggle in the early kickoff. South American players, yada, yada, yada. Son is just a 90-minute thing. Yeah, I miss my holiday a little bit, I guess. But I'm back on the move, aren't I? Guys, tomorrow I'm going to be on Sky Sports News till 57 and the deadline's at 11. I've literally got 2-3 minutes to make my transfer tomorrow. And obviously team meets will be important. So, yeah. Arsenal defenders, Gabriel, 4.7. Best move for me. Guys, should we go through some predictions? Come on. Let us know. Post a comment with your scoreline prediction for these fixtures. Let's start with Liverpool. I'm going to go for, I think it's going to be I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool, but I think it's going to be tight for a while. That's my prediction on screen. 2-0 Liverpool. What are we thinking? Yeah, you're all going Liverpool wins, aren't you? RTJ has 3-1. A lot of you are backing Everton to score, to be fair. Which is interesting because Simas is getting so much love. What's Brandon saying? Ultras member Brandon. Yeah, Heather's gone for 3-2. I think it's going to be tight. I was torn between 1-0 and 2-0. I think they'll keep a clean sheet, Liverpool. All right, Bournemouth Wolves we don't care about, do we? Brentford Burnley, I don't think we care. Let's go to Man City Brighton. Man City Brighton. So I'm going to say Man City... I think this game could be loads of fun. Man City, Brighton. That's my prediction on screen now. Wow, you're going for some big score lines. You're backing City big. RTJ is. Brandon's gone for 5. I mean, yeah. The expected goals conceded, by the way. Let me give you a stat. You don't get too many stats from me, do you? I'm not one of those managers that stats so heavily, but this is a good one. This is a really good one. I did a stat on my team reveal yesterday. No, it's uploaded today, sorry. Many of you would have watched that video. Now, this is the Brighton numbers. This is good. Right. Stat is incoming on screen. Right. 2022 versus 2020. So last season versus this season. Expected goals per 90 conceded. Brighton were conceding 1.18. They're now conceding 1.67. They were conceding 1.84 big chances. They're now almost conceding 3 big chances a game. So I get it. Alvarez and Haaland hat-tricks, yeah. We didn't do Burnley. We missed a couple of fixtures. We're just doing the big ones. Thank you, guys. Let us know what you think to the next one. We're all going for Man City wins. Not one of you went for a Brighton win. Let's go to Newcastle Palace. So Newcastle versus Palace. What do you reckon? Straight away. The first prediction was Reedy. Straight away comes in with the same as what I've gone with. Yeah, wildcard active, I think, after deadline straight away. Roy in hot water afterwards. I don't know. Roy's done all right, hasn't he, RTJ? I don't think he would be in hot water, even if he got absolutely hammered. Remember, they are without their best player as well. We've got to have some sympathy for that. So, guys, if you're just joining, we're just doing some predictions from some of the big games. Then we'll show my team in just a second. You're all going for Newcastle wins. Jamie is. Michael's gone for a 0-0, to be fair. Tom's gone 1-0. Let's move on to, I think we'll go to Chelsea-Arsenal. Yeah, big injuries, Archie. And also, they never really replaced Wilf, did they, Zaha? Alan's gone for a 4-0. Chelsea-Arsenal then, come on. Chelsea-Arsenal. I'm backing Chelsea to score. I mean, I'm biased. I'm the wrong person to ask for this one. Chelsea-Arsenal, what are you thinking? My prediction on screen. Savio straight away in with an Arsenal win. Lean has gone for a draw. I've gone for a draw as well. We're getting mainly away wins and some draws, aren't we? Yeah, RTJ, I'm with you there. Coming back. They're coming back. Okay, let's move on. Sheffield United. Oh, Gary's gone for an Arsenal win as well. So's Pete. Jamie's gone draw. Let's move on to Sheffield United versus Man United. Now, this on paper, guys, is the best result, I think, fixture United could ask for. And I think being away from home is actually good for them. So, Sheffield United, do they score? I am concerned they do. I'm concerned they score. And if so, I have got Onana in my squad. I'm going to start Turner. Guys, what do you reckon will be the prediction of Sheffield United versus Man United? Savio's gone home win. Savio. RTJ's gone home win. A few of you have gone home win. I mean, most are probably going away. Jamie's gone for the draw as well. I think United are comfortable in this one, guys. I actually do. And I'm looking at buying a United player. Guys, my transfer this week, if I see Darwin isn't starting, it's going to be Rasmus Højlund. Look, we can see here on screen, this is my team. It would be Darwin out for Rasmus, or it could be Saka out for Bruno. I do think Man United will score a couple of goals against Sheffield United. I think it's the best fixture that I'm going to target. So Højlund brace exactly, says Lassad. And I think it might be. He's been impressive, especially in the Champions League. But Sheffield United concede most of their chances centrally. Remember that. And Højlund will benefit there. Højlund will benefit big time. Okay. Yeah, it is. CH, I thought that. But look, we love to hate Man United if we're not supporters. I've been there. Ten Hag's lost his dressing room. Sheffield win. I'm not sure the Sheffield United manager's got a dressing room either. Aston Villa, West Ham. Come on. Aston Villa, West Ham. I'm not sure Ollie Watkins is a must this week. Tom's going to captain Bruno. Aston Villa, West Ham. I'm going for 2-1. But I think it'll be tight. What do you guys reckon? Aston Villa versus West. Guys, I've got a good stat for you here. This is worth noting. Goal involvements, right? Since Unai Emery was appointed Villa manager, Haaland, 36 goal involvements. This is actual. We speak a lot about expected data on this channel. Actual goal involvements. Haaland, 36. Salah, 34. Watkins, 31. Only 2 players have had more goal involvements than Ollie Watkins. That's obscene. Like, he's outperformed Saka and Odegaard and Rashford. A few of you going for big Villa wins, 2-0, 1-0 there. Score draw. I do expect West Ham to score. All right, final prediction. We're going to do Spurs versus Lean's gone for 3-1. Who would you captain if you had Salah? Well, we just did a poll and Haaland came out like 80%. I personally, if I had Salah, would still be going Haaland. Do you know what? My number 2 captain, genuinely, my number 2 captain this game week is actually Son over Salah this game week. They're all good choices. They are all good choices. Guys, Spurs versus Fulham. See, I think many of us are going to back this for the biggest result. And look, I'm going for Spurs to score 3. Brandon's gone for 2-0. Yeah. Yep. RTJ's with us. Jono's gone for a score draw. Guys, that is the Monday Night Football. Thank you guys for... Here we go. Let's get to a question. I'm wildcarding a number between Matoma and rolling game week 10 or Gibbs White as a game week 9 punt, selling him from Matoma in game week 10. Yeah, I like that. When are you wildcarding FPL Glory? Are you wildcarding in 10? Oh, no, you're wildcarding now. Go straight to Matoma and save the transfer, mate. Something will come up. Something will come up. It always does. Oh, no, that is dismissed the predictions. But look, I can tell you, Delia, most of everyone, the only standout upset in terms of predictions, a lot of these guys are going for Sheffield United to win and beat Man United. I personally think Man United will hammer them. But yeah, Aston Villa, home win. We've got Newcastle, home win. City, Brighton, everyone's expecting goals. Everyone is expecting Brighton to score. So again, if you've got City defenders, just note that. So yeah, that's where we're at. I dropped in a couple of cool stats in there as well for those interested. The best stat I think I dropped was the one about goal involvements on screen at the moment. Since Emery's been around, Ollie Watkins is a must-have when their fixtures are good, like now. I don't think you need him this week, but you definitely will need Ollie Watkins next, in my opinion. So there we have it. Yeah, maybe Brandon, maybe Archer do surprise us. I don't know. I'm happy benching Brandon. I'm happy benching Archer. I'd never bench you, Brandon. Brandon's in the WhatsApp group, so we're becoming quite pally, which is good, Brandon. You won't be offended by me putting you on the bench. The WhatsApp group is something that's exclusive for my channel members. If you're a member of the Ultras tier, you join the WhatsApp group. And you can join Brandon in there. Brandon, we've also got Ali in there, haven't we? Ali, who's in the winner of FPL last year. Good to see you. We've got Cam in the chat. The Forest game is in doubt, but as the hours go on, it does look more likely to be going ahead, in my opinion. But look, I think we'll know pre-deadline, won't we? So we can react to it. Just bearing in mind, if you've got a Forest goalkeeper in Turner, you might need your backup. Not many people have got Forest and Luton players in their 11 other than Turner. Yeah, Delia says, yeah, interesting. She was thinking City will defend and attack well, considering they're coming off with 3 defeats in a row. It's more just the numbers Brighton put up in attack. They always accumulate 1+ XG, don't they? But they're conceding, Brighton, XG en masse. And again, I think I posted that stat just a second ago. Let me put that back in the chat. These are the numbers Brighton are conceding. So this is very much since comparing last season and this. So last season, they were conceding 1.18 XG. Now they're conceding 1.67. When you concede 1.67 to City, they're going to score 2+ goals, usually, because they overperform quite often. So there we go. Let's have a look, shall we, at my team and answer your question. So Danny asks about Alvarez. I do think he'll start. I do. But it's Pep, who knows? Off the back of the last international break, I think he started him. It's tough on the South American players. Usually when players come back from the international break in Europe or even in Asia or Africa, we don't question it in the same way. We've never questioned Son historically. We've never questioned Salah historically. But because of the South American flight being so much longer and the games happening so much later in the break, they often come back with the shortest prep time. The good news is the Liverpool lads especially were pictured in training not just yesterday, but today too. So we've had training for Darwin and Diaz and McAllister on both Thursday and Friday. Well, that's enough for me. Yeah, I still have Foden, but it's my last week with Foden. It is my last week with Foden because I'm wildcarding next week and I definitely won't have him. Luke's in the house. Yeah, it was on the fantasy show earlier. Grealish minutes. I watched Grealish in the warm-up against England, Italy. I was on row 2, so I had some good seats. And I was like, he's such a baller. He's such a baller. Yeah, look, they'll bounce back, Brandon. Of course they will. He scored 9 after the international break, 10 chances. If we get leaks, Alvarez to Højlund, give me Man United triple up. I'm terrified. Oh, wow. You've already got Bruno and Rashford. I think you're enough. I think you're good there with the two, Jono. Solanke for Awoniyi. Man, look, Bournemouth are going to go on a great run, but Awoniyi's got a great fixture. Unlikely. If a defender doesn't play, and your first bench defender also doesn't play, hang on. If your defender doesn't play, your first bench defender also doesn't play, does the first bench get subbed in, or does it go to the other defender? It goes to the other defender. It goes to whoever does play. Yeah, good question, CH. Thanks. Yeah, for those of you that was following me on, I guess you probably didn't know what I was up to when I was. I've been doing something called the March to the Arch, but if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen it. You'd have seen I was busy walking for my mate who's got a brain tumor, and we're raising money for a vaccine for him, which won't save his life, but it will give him longer with us. So yeah, he's my age, one of my best mates, big FPLer. If you've read my FPL book, he features loads in it, and he's super upbeat and positive, and having all of his loved ones around him for a walk, 200-mile walk from Devon, one side of the country, to the other side of the country, England, was just the most amazing 8 days for him. I joined on day 4 to do 100 miles in 4 days. Yes, one of the hardest things I've ever done, if I'm honest. Emotionally, physically, mentally, my feet are still in bits. So yeah, thanks for that. It was amazing. We raised huge money. Right, should move on because I'm getting emotional. Is a Doji to Porro 2 sideways a move? Yeah, I think it might be. Be happy with a Doji. You're saving a bit of money and he's still a baller. Like, be happy with that. Odegaard or Saka this season? Saka still. He is giving away too many balls for penalties, but that's life. That's what he does. Botman or Cash? I'd still play Cash. The upside with Cash is so great. You know, he's got the highest expected goal involvement of anyone, hasn't he? By a country mile. Yeah, definitely play Botman. Will Pinnock and Flecken start? Yeah, they're back fit, Flecken. I think so. I'm interested, though, because if Flecken doesn't start and he's back fit, then I look at Brighton's second choice, Strakoschka. Maybe his first choice. Oh, thanks, Didi. Yeah, I do try and read all your questions. If I miss a few guys, then yeah, apologies. But yeah, I think Flecken starts. To be honest, I'm right next to the Brentford Stadium. Shall I just go? Like, if only they were there now. Yeah, I was walking around my Premier Inn, and I was like, I'm literally on top of it, right next door to the stadium. Pretty cool. The reason I'm here is, yeah, it's also next to the Sky Sports studios where I am tomorrow morning, where Brentford play. Let's have a look. Play Botman over Akanji. Guys, if I don't give you thorough answers, it's because I'm trying to rattle through as many as I can. And sometimes the longer questions I can't answer. If you are a channel member, I always prioritize you, but I try and get through any regardless. And then I'll see the little emoji like I've got an RTJ and I'll bring it straight up. Brighton going forward, starting 10. I thought no one's nailed except Matoma. RTJ, they are amazing in attack. And when the teams are as good in attack as Brighton, we often have to pay 8-9 million for their best attacker or more. For Brighton, we only have to pay 6.5 for their best attacker. And you're right, Matoma is the most nailed. But if you can pick and choose your week, like João Pedro is 5.3 million. I think João Pedro is still a good option. He's on penalties, and you just play him in the weeks you're confident about a start. And the weeks you're not, you have a standby good 8th attacker. So I'm looking at that. Yeah. I'm definitely a Brighton coverage on my wildcard in 10. Put it that way. Why is Salah not a good choice for captain this week? He is a good choice. I've never said he's not. I've just said he's my third favourite. Son's my second. Haaland's my favourite. This isn't always... Fantasy's not about not liking players. It's about just preferring others. right? Because you can only have 15, you can only have 11, you can only have one captain, 11 starters, 15 in your squad. So Haaland's the best for me. Son's second best. Salah third. Nothing against the guy this week. Salah's been ticking along really nicely. He just got 15 points. So yeah, I think for me, I don't know. Salah's less greedy this year. He's more of a creator, but his ceiling feels a little bit lower. But how can I say that? He's just had 15 points. But I also like Everton. Guys, my mods are doing a great job. Shout out to you girls doing all the good work. Thank you, guys. Probably keeping Foden as the plan. Interesting. I'll be getting rid. Robert Townley Jr. Guardiola or Saliba, I would probably start the home player. Guardiola. Just. Yeah, it'll be Josh on the left, remember? Sam. Salah will always be on that right-hand side. But yeah, I think I do back Darwin to start just. Yeah, they can't. It's all Matoma. Hi, Shepard. Please watch spam with your team. Yeah, sorry, guys. The teams, like, if you're going to send me 11 names, difficult to do when live. The only time I can answer the team ones, guys, without pushing it too hard, is if you're a channel member. Like, if you give me a team, I'm going to respond. If you're in the WhatsApp group, I'll respond. But on a live stream like this, it's tricky. So I'm sorry, Shepard. I'm not going to be able to get to your question there, which I've just put on screen. Come on, show Jason. Are you kidding? 6 likes? Right, I'm off. No, 45 likes. That's a bit better. Seriously, if it was 6 likes and I've been streaming for 28 minutes, I'm done. But no, genuinely, I'm streaming tonight because I don't have a set routine with my streams on this channel, do I? I try and do one just before the deadline or close to the deadline. But I'm in a hotel room by myself. So I was like, my plan is I'm going to stream tonight. That's my Friday night. And then I'm going to watch the Rugby World Cup semi-final, which starts in half an hour. Where can I get to? Yeah, we did a poll and 81% are going Haaland. 81% are going Haaland. I was quite surprised at that. I think it was 82. Should we do a new poll? I'm interested to know how many of you have wildcarded. Oh, done something wrong there. How many of you have already wildcarded? That's what I want to know. Start a poll. Oh, I have to end poll first, do I? I'm still getting used to all this. So start a poll. Have you wildcarded already? Answer my question. Will you? Yeah, I expected more than half of you to have wildcarded. So maybe I've got a bit of an advantage there. Yes, Texas in the house, Madrista. Come on. You're a bit late, dude. You're going to have to go back and watch the last half an hour. If you already own Madison and Doji, would you bring in Son? Yes, I would. Goalkeeper Poll's a good one. We'll do that next. Would Matoma be a better pick than Diaby Armour? For those on Game Week 10 wildcard, one of the biggest questions is going to be Matoma or Diaby. Very much doubt you'll be able to have both. So far, 67% of you have. Guys, you're all clicking to vote. If you want to click to like the video, that'd be amazing. You all subscribe, don't you? I hope you all subscribe. If you don't, then please do hit that subscribe button. It's really quick and easy. And you're probably not subscribing to my channel for the lives. You're probably subscribing to my channel for the cool, short, snappy content I do throughout the week. A game week preview, which is like 15 minutes. A team selection video, which is 15 minutes. So do go check out those vids this week and always. So there we go. Good man. No way, John. You've made my Friday night, mate. We've got a new channel member. Come on, John B. John B's become a channel member of, no way, the squad. That's awesome, John. As a squad member, you're in. So all your chats I'll bring up. All your comments on the live video, on the posted videos, whether they're live or not, I'll give you proper in-depth answers. So yeah, thank you for supporting the channel. It's only $2.99 a month if you do want to show support. Likewise, I've always got super chats open too. We subscribe for all of it. Yeah, I hope so. I bloody hope so, CH. Man City to win and both to score. Yeah, a lot of going for that one. Here's a good one from Jason. Matoma and Neto, or Matoma and Diaby. Neto's a ball. The problem with Wolves is I just don't back Wolves to always score. And I think I just prefer the attacks of Villa, prefer the attacks of Brighton. City gonna lose, but score big. 4-3 Brighton. Madrista, we did predictions earlier, and everyone is predicting goals in that one. Not quite 4-3 Brighton, but they are predicting goals. Thoughts on rolling a transfer? Like it if you've used your wild card already. No Estupinian, no Lamptey tomorrow. Haaland has trick incoming. Could be Solly March left back again, couldn't it? Could be Solly March left back. What? Right, we're going to do a goalkeeper poll. So 65% of you are going with a wild card. Let's do a goalkeeper poll. Thing is, I don't know what to poll. What goalkeeper poll would you like? Turner or Onana is one I want to know for my team. Start one. Let me know what you think, guys. This is a hard one for me. Currently, you'll see I've got Turner in goal, but I do think... Right. I'm putting some stats. I'm putting some stats together. Let me know what you think. Right. 47% clean sheet odds, Turner. 42% clean sheet odds, Onana. But is Onana more likely to get save points and more likely to get bonus points? I think so. I think this is a 50-50 call. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wasn't sure which one to do. Ariola Sanchez Johnson. I was in like the best keeper moving forward long term. You want to do a poll on that? Could do. Yeah, I think he'll keep it again. It is for Turner losing his spot. It is a case of when he loses his spot, not if. In my opinion, like he's gonna lose his spot. Gordon's underrated, yeah, maybe, and maybe Matoma to. I just fancy Brighton to still get a goal. I think Matoma's a good hold this week because a few have said maybe with my team, my transfer out could be Matoma. I could go Matoma to Gordon. Guys, thanks for hitting the like button. I see you've been doing it. I'm up to 70. Can we get to 100 likes? That'd be amazing. Botman to Simicast. No, I think you keep with Botman long term. Like, Botman's a good pick. I don't think you want to use transfers on budget defenders, do you? Can we do a captaincy poll? Oh, we've done one. We've done one. And you guys massively went Haaland. 81% went Haaland. And I put Son and Salah in there. You're all going, Haaland is big this week, guys. He's going to be popular. We could change it if you want. No, we've done that poll. We don't need to repeat ourselves. We've done it, and I've just given you the result. It wasn't even close. It looks like goalkeeper poll is going to go Turner. Any other suggestions for polls we can do? Come on. Should we? All right, let's do another poll. I've got one for you. Let's do what? Right. I've got a good poll here. This is going to be the best poll you have ever seen. And you're going to, right. This is a good poll. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to wait till you see it on screen and then I'll repeat it. So, start a poll. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I can't wait to see the results of this one. This one's big. Oh. Come on, guys. Let me know. Let me know. This is a big poll. This is more important than captaincy. This is more important than goalkeepers. It's more important than the 1 week punt you're looking at, the transfer you might make, the overall rank you have. I need to know the answer. Oh, is it pizza? is it pasta? Yeah, we didn't speak about that on the FPL show, did we, Sean? Oh, it's a tight one. It was always going to be tight. Right, probably my two favourite savoury foods. My two favourite dinners, I don't know, actually, I do love an Indian curry. But my favourite food, 57% of the pizza. So I have in my hotel room right now. Hang on, let's go full screen. Right, in my hotel room right now, I've got a Domino's pizza. But that's not my favourite. My favourite savoury food is pasta. And if I was going with one thing I couldn't live without, it'd be a pasta dish. Oh, it does look like pizza's going to take it though, despite some of our guys in here. Fernando's saying pasta. Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't wildcard to prevent a 4-point hit. No, I'd wildcard to prevent a 12-point hit, maybe an 8, but definitely not a 4. Chinese takeaway is good, but no. Do you know what it is with Chinese? It's a bit like it feels like fast food. It's like a short-term fix. Oh yeah, love that. Sugary, sweet, yum yum yum. Probably quite bad for me, but I never feel better after a Chinese. I sometimes feel better after dinner, and not with Chinese. It sometimes gets you, There we go. Do you want some more FPL chats? I think my viewers are dipping here. Should I gravy curry? Yeah, there's so many we could do. I like that, Wasim. You've nailed that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to turn this into a World Cup. Jesus. What are your thoughts on Trippier captain? Trippier captain would be bold. Captain and defender is always bold, but he's flying at the moment. I don't hate it. Would I go there myself? No, I haven't thought about it. There's too many other good options this week in attack. Watkins or Trippier can only have one. Watkins long term for the fixtures. Oh, sorry, I needed that. Check out my branded bottle. Fancy Football Scout. Shout out. Where are we at then, team? Yeah, just tuned in, Robert. Yeah, I'm happy with Darwin, but there's a chance we get a leak, and if we do, I'll be ditching him. 4 Haaland will be my moves. It'll be Haaland to Haaland, or it'll be Saka to Bruno, I think is where I'm at. I could go Jota. Yeah. Haaland doesn't blank 3 in a row, does he? Guys, if you're just joining, thank you for your support, for the likes and subscribes. I'm going to be shooting off, though, because I want to watch the Hacker. I want to watch a little bit of Rugby World Cup build-up. I've got it on my screen behind me, and that kicks off in 20 minutes. I'm going to finish that pizza from Domino's. So thank you. Oh, Ibiza, definitely, Michael. Definitely Ibiza. I've been to Ibiza 4 times, Mallorca once, Menorca once. So Ibiza is definitely where I've always beeline for, although that was in my younger years. Guys, thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, then consider, before you're leaving, becoming a channel member. That's just to show your support. Loads of the channel members have been on the chat today, and I appreciate you for joining. Likewise, you can subscribe and like. I know you all do already, but thank you, guys. I'll be back next game week with next game week, guys. Wildcard content. Yes, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Expect a wildcard draft nice and early in the week. And then I will try and confirm and nail that in. Imagine if Argentina win the Rugby World Cup and the Football World Cup. They're not going to win the Rugby World Cup, are they? They're going to lose to New Zealand tonight. It's raining in Paris by the looks of it. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Special shout out to CH and Delia and Brandon and Matty, been with us since the top. Marco's just joined, I think, but go back and watch the last half an hour, 40 minutes if you are just joining. And I'll see ya on the other side. May your arrows, as always, be green.